How's it going today, everyone? This is Sage, and today we have a kind of special market watch for you guys. Here a few days ago, Konami announced that they are pausing Speed Duel. We don't know if this is an indefinite pause or if they plan on bringing it back at some point in the future. But there's been a lot of pretty neat Speed Duel movements in the second-hand market. And not a lot of people pay attention to this. There's been a few more people jumping into the Speed Duel markets now that the product has been announced to be paused. But a lot of these sealed products is where I want to start. A lot of these are very hard to find on secondhand markets. If you want, this is for a display of Midterm Destruction. You're going to be paying $100 for 6 of the mini boxes, which is what, like 20 something ish per box. Not completely bad. I think that's around where MSRP is, I guess. But in this product, you're trying to pull the Miracle Fusion, the Baby Sarasaurus, Sakuretsu Armor, those secrets, Fossil Dyna. Then we have Speed Duel Battle City box. This is 8 listings. A lot of these booster boxes are really low on listings, along with the decks. Streets of Battle City is kind of available, along with the Duelist of Shadows mini box. Midterm Paradoxes. This thing is very plentiful, just because this product, I feel like this one is the worst performing out of all of them. And then once we get toward the tail end, we just have this Speed Duel decks display, which isn't too important. First place I want to start with singles is on King of the Skull Servants. Any of you guys who have followed Speed Duel market knows that this card has been on top for quite a while. This came out in Speed Duel Tournament Pack 2. It's an ultra rare. It's the high rarity of this card, and this card is one of the focal points of a very fan favorite deck in the Skull Servants, so it only makes sense. You could have gotten these for about 75-ish toward December and earlier. But now if you want one of these, you're going to be paying $111. Luckily, there is a playset here if you do need a playset. But these don't move too frequently. We had one move pretty recently for 110 and another one a couple weeks prior for 110. Otherwise, you know, a couple times a month these will sell. Not too awful, but all it really takes to tank this by like 30% value is just for a secret to be announced. That's sadly all it would take for this card to tank. Then we get into Dekoichi. So this is a GOAT format card, if you guys don't know. If you guys don't want to play the ulti, you guys can just pick up a Speed Duel secret. This thing is beautiful. I'm a very big fan of Speed Duel cards, especially Speed Duel secrets, and I've said this time and time again in years and years past. Speed Duel secrets are some of the best looking cards that you can find in the TCG. Now, they still don't hold the candle to OCG card quality, but, you know, I don't think we'll ever get anything that rivals that in TCG, sadly. But we've had a few of these move. A couple playsets have moved since, like, the start of July. We had somebody come in and pick up 12 on the 5th. 66 on July 1st. That was kind of insane to see. $1.86. Somebody just took out a whole wall. And if we sort price plus shipping, yeah, you're paying about $1.50, $2. There's a wall here at $2.24. Not too awful. Quite a few listings on this, so you do have some time if you want to pick these up. But yeah, for $1 or $2, just get a playset. I feel like these are very, very pretty. I think I have my personal playset somewhere that I picked up around the time the Midterm Paradox box came out. Speaking of GOAT, I wanted to touch on DD Warrior Lady. As you guys can see, Gamer's Choice has a massive wall of 740 at 210, so I don't think that wall is going to move anytime soon unless people storm this. But we had 9 copies move on the 8th, again 12 on the 5th. Somebody came in and just bought 12s on the last 2 secrets that we've looked at. But yeah, again, they're moving, a few copies every day. About $1.50, up to $2. Gamer's Choice, 740. That wall's probably not going to be broken anytime in the near future. This was an interesting one, okay? So ignore the direct by TCG, player price. Nobleman of Crossout. This is the high rarity of this card. This is the highest rarity printing that is available on the entire market. And it's a Speed Duel secret. Shocker. This thing has 11 listings. And if you look, where's the playsets? 2 copies, 2 copies, 2 copies. Everybody else has 1. And if we go check out the singular listing, it's 1 copy. There is 0 full playsets available from a single seller of this card. And we can go look at the data, and we've had, like, not too many copies move since the beginning of July, honestly. It's just a scarcity issue, because this card is so hard to find now, because it came out of the Battle City box, which is one of the early Speed Duel products. If you guys can find that at retail anywhere, you'd be foolish to pass it up. I'm telling you, if you can get a good deal on this Battle City box sealed, or even any of the like big hitter secrets from it, just take the plunge. It's worth it. You look at this graph, okay? 3 months ago, this thing was about 15.5. 26 here for light play. 28 for near mint. That's a double up in 3 months. And if we look at the year, you could have gotten these at 9, which is insane. I kind of wish I would have gotten them significantly earlier, but I just didn't anticipate ever playing GOAT format, but now I regret it. I have like the original PSVs. I have on limbs. I'm not Jeff Bezos. I don't got the first eds. Speaking of missed opportunities and Speed Duel secrets, this card is banned still in modern format. Edison format plays this card. Granted, only if you're really playing Quick Draw Dandy, but it's usable. And this is a beautiful print of Dandy. Sure, Dandy has an ulti, Dandy has a Dusa, Dandy has a jump, but now it has a Speed Duel secret, which is the more accessible, pretty printing of the card. And you can see the listings are kind of starting to go too. You saw this spike up a little bit. It's like $1. But we're getting down to 22 listings. Surprisingly, quite a few mod play listings, which is kind of crazy. Let's go ahead and clean that up. Near mint, 3 or more. We got 6 sellers. And I'm actually going to switch this filter to price plus shipping again. Yeah, we have a wall here at $4 from Core. I always love that Core TCG has 2 different shops with the same stats. It always trips me up when I see it. But yeah, you're sitting about $4 for these now, which is not too awful, I guess. Neos Alias, another popular Edison card. This is a very accessible, high rarity print of this card. Yes, it has an ulti, but it also has a Speed Duel secret. I think it might even have a regular secret also. Let's go ahead and look this up real quick. So this is a Speed Duel secret. It has an ulti, and I'm pretty sure it has an ultra. Yeah, it has a secret, couple secrets. Okay, it has the DT. I have a few of these Battles of Legend Armageddon ultras, just because when the Battles of Legend Chapter 1 came out, these were pretty much the same price, so I just went ahead and bought quite a few of the Battles of Legend Armageddon ultras. But yeah, you're paying like $1, $1.50 on the Neos Alias Speed Duel secrets. Have a wall at $2. It's not going to break the bank. $6, and you have your Neos Alias Prime Staple for Edison. Not too awful in my opinion. So Card Trooper's kind of a weird one, okay? So Card Trooper, every print of this card has been going like haywire. You can see 17 listings available on this Card Trooper. And if we go look at data, there's been playsets moving consistently all the way back. And it seems like recently is when it really picked up. We had quite a few walls move mid-June. But then here we had another increase here. This is about the time that they announced that Speed Duel was pausing. Just quite a few copies of this moving. This has like several high-ish rarity prints. It has like an Astral Pack Super that some people prefer. It has this secret. And then it has a couple other prints. But yeah, you're paying like $2 a copy, same as the Neos Alias. But you can see this graph. Yeah, you could have got them at like 50 cents. I actually am curious to see how the other prints of this card are doing. DT Super, yeah, but 25. The CR, I actually forgot it had a CR. Dark Legends Ultra is really pretty. It has the Relentless Revenge secret that I forgot about. The OG Ultra from Jaden Yuki. Yeah, several copies of Card Trooper available. But you can see, like, even this one's kind of weird. The 2-player starter set, it only has 35 listings. Kind of weird for a common. I actually kind of want to look at that. I assume this is just because the product is not being opened to sell. Yeah, okay, Gamer's Choice has a wall of almost 1,000. Shocker. So that's not going to move anytime soon. I had a few of these Astral Pack Supers, and yeah, they've appreciated a little bit, but negligible. Wall here at $1. Another wall here at $1. Not too bad. Let's move on. Doggeran the Mad Flame Kaiju. This was one of my favorite secrets out of Midterm Paradox. This thing is so beautiful. And it's my favorite kaiju. I really like Doggeran. He's just really cool. I bought a few of these. Well, I got a few out of my display of Midterm Paradox, and then I got a couple extras. Probably around the $4 range. So honestly, in my opinion, $1.50 picking up these Doggerans, or if you just swoop in and pick up all 9 of these, even if you have to pay the 5 shipping, they have 9 available, which is kind of wild. Let's go ahead and see who else. 118, yeah, don't wipe that out, please. You can pick up 12 here, 3 here, 771 at Gamer's Choice. It's not gonna go, not gonna go anywhere anytime soon. But you know, you have a cheap, accessible kaiju. I think this is one of the higher attack point kaijus, and he's a level 8, which is pretty cool. I just liked him because he's a dino. Toon DM. This is another Speed Duel Tournament Pack Ultra. And you can see it's kind of declined over the last 6 months, but it's, and I guess if we look at the year, it had a $10 decline too. But it's 12 listings. You can pick 8 up here, $27 a piece. Non-verified for some reason, so I can't really say much about that, even though they're in my cart. But 28, 35s, quickly up to 40s and beyond for the Toon DM. And I think this is the high rarity for this card, is it not? Yeah, I was going to say, I thought this only had supers. I forgot about the commons, honestly, but I remember the Dark Illusion super. So yeah, this is high rarity Toon DM. So not only is it a Toon, but it's a DM, it's a Speed Duel card, and it's a Tournament Pack Ultra. That just screams like, hey, we're gonna get bought out even harder. This will be like a chase, even harder than it is. So if you guys were looking for this for collection purposes or for play, go ahead and pick up a copy or two, because we don't know how long these are going to be on the market. Not too many of them have moved in the last couple months, but again, it's just a scarcity thing. Santa Claus. Now this is the Ultra. I had picked up quite a few of these at the $3 range, and I think I sold them at $9. Yeah, right around here at the end of April, beginning of May. And I still have my personal playset too, but you can pick these up about $7 a piece. If we go on to the second page, we have a playset here at 8, another playset at 8, another playset at 8. No real big walls though. We have a little bit of a wall here with the French. Yeah, no like massive walls on this card, so all it takes is a few people to come in and buy this card, and it will go up in price. Not the thing that I wanted to click. If we go into all versions, this is high rarity Santa Claus, oddly enough. It has the Advent Calendar Super, which some people are just buying because it's an Advent Calendar promo, and because it doesn't have the Speed Duel stamp. Oh yeah, Gold Secret. I don't know. Gold Secret would technically be higher in my opinion, but the Ultra, I just like the look of the Ultra over the Gold Secret. The Gold Secret's kind of too much for the Christmas spirit, you know what I mean? And while we're talking about Santa Claus, let's go into the common. That is a Tournament Pack 7 card. You're paying like $4 for these pretty consistently, and there's only 8 listings. This seller has 8. This one has 4. Yeah, just insane. This card started out at about $5. Shot up to a massive 31-cent price spike. I don't know why the graph looks like that. It's ridiculous. But yeah, the commons are pretty low on listings. Breaker, this is a beautiful one. I personally have the Master Collection secret of this. And what else do I have? Oh, I have a Beat to Hell MFC Ultra Unlim. Has like 2 big creases in the back. Granted, you can't see them through the front. Thank God it's sleeve playable. But yeah, we had a little bit of a decline here, not too hard. But this is also really low on listings, and you're going to be paying $21+ for a copy of Breaker in Secret, even though it has a $9 market price, which is kind of wild. People have been picking up a few of these here and there, but again, it's a scarcity thing. So, Battle City box, what did I say? There's a lot of secrets that are good out of this Battle City box. Allure of Darkness. Now, this has the ulti. This has a secret. Didn't it get a Speed Duel secret? Or am I tripping? Did it not get the Speed Duel secret? Oh, wait. It'd be up here. Okay, yeah, it did get the Speed Duel secret. I'm not tripping too hard. But 14 listings on the Speed Duel Tournament Pack Ultra, which, again, high rarity. It's an Ultra, high-ish rarity, I guess. And it's going to have high scarcity. This is kind of a steal for these 2 copies, honestly. Before it's quickly $11, and then it's $21. So there's not much holding this back from being a $20 Ultra. All it takes is a couple people to come in and buy a few copies of this, and it's going to be, like, very expensive. So if you guys are watching this and want to snag these $7 copies, feel free. Not too bad of a gamble, in my opinion. Thousand Eyes Restrict. This is, again, common trend here. Speed Duel Tournament Pack Ultra. And we're looking about $25. Very low on listings. And there's only 6 copies before it's quickly $40. Just, what can I say, man? Speed Duel scarcity. Union Hanger. This is one that I'm very, like, bullish on. Here's where the announcement came out for the... actually, where was that announcement? Was it here where the ABC announcement got? I don't know. That doesn't seem like it was 2 months ago already. But it had a significant price spike. Hey, you can get a copy here for 23 cents. Granted, $4.99 shipping, but ignore that. You'll be fine. It's about $4 per copy of this. There's a playset here at $4.50. But not too bad. You really only need 1-ish copy of this card. It's going to be usable with the new ABC stuff. What's that? Light Duelist pack, I think? Who knows when we'll get that here in the TCG, though. Everybody's favorite waifu, DMG. So this has 2 Speed Duel prints that I want to touch on. There's a secret rare out of Streets of Battle City. It's not the original Battle City box, but this is high rarity in Speed Duel. And it's not as low on listings as I thought it'd be, probably because it's a more modern product. But you can get these for about $16. It's not awful. If you want a really pretty DMG, this is a very good option. However, if you want one that's probably going to appreciate pretty well in the future, it's going to be the Super, okay? It's out of Speed Duel Tournament Pack 1. It's a Super, it's not the Ultra. But you can see these are already starting to sell for like $5. There's 58 listings, so there is quite a market on these. $2.45 and they have 18. $2.25 and there's 3. $2 and there's 5. $2.50. This is Asian English. We don't talk about Asian English. This is a North American-based market watch. $4 is the next big wall. And then it's quickly like 4.5, 5. Like, I feel like these lower value DMG Supers. Why is somebody paying that? Why is somebody paying 1001 for a DMG Super? You could have spent $6 more and got the secret. Oh, there's two people. There's 2 people in like 2 weeks. Some people, man, that's just unbelievable. But yeah, I feel like these lower priced high quantities are probably a pretty good investment if you want to you know, capitalize on the waifu tax and the scarcity of the Speed Duel secrets, or Speed Duel Tournament Pack Supers. That's what I meant to say. Jar of Greed, speaking of, is a Speed Duel Tournament Pack Super. We've seen this spike along with the original LON Super of Jar of Greed, specifically for Edison. This was my personal favorite. If I had to play a Jar of Greed, I really wish I would have gotten these at 3s and 4s, but I sadly missed the train, and now they're $17 and 6 listings. Woo! Guess who's not buying these? I feel like these may repopulate, but again, it's a Speed Duel Tournament Pack card. Not a lot of people are playing Speed Duels, let alone getting, you know, tournament pack cards and pulling like the good hits. So I don't know, if you can find these for like $7, $8, hell, even like 10 to 12, probably worth it just to turn around and flip. Tune table of contents. This is one that I've touched on the channel many times, including my very first market watch on the channel. I'm very, very bullish on this card. I think I have like 34 copies of this right now. And you can see, we see playsets moving. You know, every couple days, somebody comes in and buys a playset. Oh, a couple days ago, somebody bought a playset. Somebody bought 15 on the 6th. Playset, 8. Playset. And there's still 44 listings. That means the quantities of these are pretty high because this was from the first Speed Duel Tournament Pack. But again, the same thing we touch on every single video, okay? Every time we talk about this card, let's look at all versions. High to low, why is this way at the bottom? It's a foil print of, you know, one of the deck thinning spells that is like used in, I mean, you can use it in Exodia. You run 3 of this, you run 2 Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, you run a couple trade-ins, and it just gives you, you know, draw power and Royal Magical Library spell counters to get more draw power. Why is there a rare that's around the same price? Why is there a Speed Duel common that is more? Another super, but it's, you know, TCG print. Another rare, but it's Yugi's World. Common, but it's DB2. But then why is there this other common, okay? Speed Duel common. Why is it $3? I feel like this super is just a ticking time bomb. There's not many foil prints of this card, and unless this card gets like a secret or an ultra, I feel like this is a very, very good pickup long term. It just makes no logical sense for a limited foil. You know, it's exclusive to the tournament packs of Speed Duel. It makes no sense for it to be this low. And what's even worse is it's had like, you know, a 50 cent, 60 cent decline. But people are picking it up, and there's not too many walls. There's a 10 wall here, a 15 wall here at $1.50. Go ahead and pick up a playset or 2 of this. I don't think it'd be the worst thing to have just sitting waiting in your trade binder. Dimensional Alchemist Edison card. This card doesn't have a lot of prints at all. Has a gold and 2 commons, including this one. I remember when this had came out, these were pretty cheap if I remember right. I remember one homie in the Fresh Off the Press Discord stocked up on these. And I swear he's living good now. These are like 2.5 to 3s. Gamer's Simply Unlucky has a wall at 265. Somebody has a damaged at 3. Crazy. 250 copies is ridiculous. I don't think that wall is going to fall anytime soon. Prisma, $3. $2.99 shipping though. This is for the secret. 20 listings. Yeah, they're still around the $5-ish mark. Kind of where we touched on the last time. But you can see there have been some copies move around the $6 mark. This is one that I feel is pretty good long term also, because this is high rarity Prisma being the secret. Otherwise you have to get the Ultra, I think it is, from the tin. Yeah, Duelist Pack Collection Tin Ultra, and that's going to be about 15-ish if you want near mint. Has a DT, has a gold, has a couple commons. But yeah, we've seen this card spike up pretty high anytime a fusion strategy that can use this pops up, especially Gate Guardian full things. That was so shocking that was the deck that decided to use this card. Zoma the Spirit, continuous traps. These are kind of coming into the format. Solo Hat Rabbit is coming out next week. This is just kind of cool, I feel. Zoma is an anime card, and this has always been one of my favorite continuous trap monsters. And these are like $1, $1.50. There's 9 at 2, not too bad. And we also saw here 6 moved at 250. This is a few days ago. But these aren't moving quick again, but it is a super tournament pack speed duel card. DD Survivor, this is one of the big hitters out of the entire speed duel line. This is another tournament pack ultra. You can get one at about 15. It's had sales at 18, 15, 15, 18. 9 listings on this card though. So but once these few copies are gone here, it's a $19 card. 9 listings there, so there's a little small wall before it, disappears. Oh, Evil Hero Dark Gaia. I love this card. I really do. I feel like the art on this card is so sick. And this is the highest rarity of Dark Gaia. Otherwise, it has a super, it has a rare, it has a common, and it has this ultra. Is that it? Ultra, super, rare, 3 commons. Okay, I forgot about the Speed Duel, Duelist Shadows common, and the Legendary Duelist common. I feel like this probably should have gotten a secret in the Speed Duel Duelist Shadows box. Doesn't make too much sense that it didn't, but Ultra is a high rarity. Has about 6 copies left on the market, and they're all $40+. Collection piece. It's pretty cool, I feel. Arcana DM, this is a weird one. This graph was a little weird before it stabilized back down. I don't know what that spike was, if it was like a data issue or what had happened there, but you can get these pretty consistently under $2. You have a playset here. You have a couple copies from these sellers. $5 shipping, no thank you. Nearest playset is 214 plus 2. It's not too awful, I guess, but most people are only ever going to want to pick up 1 copy of this. There's not many decks that would play more than 1 of this, or even like collectors that would want more than 1. Totem Dragon Super. This matches the Crimson Crisis Super. I think the only print of Totem Dragon that would rival this is First Ed Crimson Crisis. Otherwise, I feel like this is a close, well, not even close second, but it matches up about with Unlimited Crimson Crisis. But in my opinion, I'd put this above the Unlim. 10 listings, again, same kind of trend that we're seeing is all these tournament pack foils are super low on listings, and it's not like they're even really getting bought out. Because we can see since July started on this, we had a playset, we had another playset here spread over, a day, and we had 2 copies. If we look at what's available here, we have 9 available at 3s. Yeah, that's the only person you can buy a whole playset from. Crazy. Buster Blader Secret. If you guys don't want to pick up the BPT, you guys can come and pick up the secret speed duel one out of Battle City for $7 for light play, $8 for near mint, 32 listings. This is one to keep an eye on. Buster Blader is like very iconic, and again, it's Battle City box, so I feel like we could see this spike up in price over time just due to lack of repopulation. And each seller seems to have about a copy or two. This one has 7. Yeah, so all it takes is really a few people to come in and be like, I kind of want a Buster Blader secret for the binder, make it look pretty, and then that card's going to be like 15 bucks. Breaker. This is a tournament pack super. So what do we know about the tournament pack foils? Low on listings. Hey, good job. You did it. $7. One playset available on, from one specific seller. Otherwise, there's like 7 copies on all of TCG Player. Kind of insane. But this also does have the Speed Duel secret that we talked about. Time Wizard Super from, you guessed it, Tournament Pack. These are like a couple dollars. There's very high quantities of these, so I'm assuming they just printed a lot more of Tournament Pack 1 just to give to OTSs to try to, get people to come in. And so that's the only reason that I can think of for these Tournament Pack 1 foils to be more plentiful than others. But yeah, you can get these pretty consistently for $1 or $2. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world to have 1 to 2 playsets of this. This is a really pretty card, and Time Wizard is always going to be iconic. I'm waiting for the next retrain. Time Wizard of Tomorrow is really cool, but I really hope he gets another retrain. Metaverse Secret. So this was it limited? It was on the Forbidden and Limited list in some capacity, because I remember during tier format, was it tier format that they brought this back? They brought this, Macro, Dimension Fisher. I think that was it, when they banned Mystic Mine. I don't know, my timeline might be a little off there, but you have a playset here, direct at $12 a copy. Ignore that, you can get them for $6.50. Though the cheapest playset, oh god, is it? Yeah, $7.74. Yeah, it's not too bad. About 25-ish post-tax and shipping for a playset of this. And all this does is lets you either activate a field spell or add it to hand on your opponent's turn. Pretty cool card. I feel like if there's a deck that could abuse this, this is a high rarity print and it would see a spike. Skull Servant. We can't talk about King without going into the OG. Now, I think this has an Ultra. It does have an Ultra. Thank you, TCG Player Database. But this is the second highest rarity. We had a whole playset sell on the 7th, and then none before this. Or the nearest one before this was like 2 weeks prior. 13, 14. We have a playset here at 10 from a non-verified. Otherwise, it's 14 for a playset from a couple different sellers. Before it's completely wiped off the market, and you could have got these for $2. Just insanity. If you guys have any of these, if you guys played or invested in this card, you guys are eating. Like, very, very well off. Blue Eyes Ultimate. This is a card I picked up recently. I have a single copy of it, just because I saw it was Speed Duel, it was an Ultra, and it was a Blue Eyes. I picked it up for a few bucks, and I figured it's probably not too much. It's, probably sitting about 5, 6 is what I was estimating. Nowhere in my mind did I think this was 15 plus for the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Speed Duel Ultra. Just insanity. 11 listings. We did have a playset move here on the 8th. And we just got that Blue Eyes news a couple days ago, so that's probably when this singular copy moved. But again, it doesn't turn over quickly. Divine Wrath Secrets. I thought this said Billy Bob's there for a sec. Good lord. Somebody came in and picked up 8 over the course of 2 days at about $1 a piece. Not awful. If we look around the dollar range, there's a playset. Here's another playset, but 5 shipping. God, do we have another playset here at $1? At $1. Yeah, so you can get several playsets of this for $1. Not too bad. Nice little negate. I really like Divine Wrath. I've always really loved the artwork on that card. Goblin Zombie, we talked about it a little bit earlier. This is another Tournament Pack Ultra that's seen quite a big spike over the last year since it came out. Started about 15, 16, and now we're sitting about $25, $30 with next to no copies available on the market. Granted, this does have the secret, Phantom Darkness, that will be high rarity. This is like a good secondary high rarity, but in my opinion, just get the super rares out of Crimson Crisis, or even like some of these commons might appreciate pretty well, like the Haunted Mine, or the Speed Duel Duelist Shadows. There's 43 listings available. Joey's World is always a pretty safe option. Joey's World, Kaiba Collection, Yugi's World, all really good sets, as we talked about in the bulk video. Foolish Burial, Speed Duel Tournament Pack Ultra. Again, very low on listings, about 30-ish per copy. Just get the Lost Art. If you have this, try to sell it or trade it off. Like, not too awful, but I feel like it's really overinflated. Giant Rat, again, Speed Duel Tournament Pack Ultra. This has a secret out of Yugi's World, and you can see not many people have bought these, but again, it's a scarcity. $20 a copy. You can get a whole playset around that price from different sellers. Sakuretsu Armor. This has had a few playsets move recently. Yeah, a few different playsets move in the last week. Not too awful. What's the lowest playset? Probably going to be around that price. Do we even have a full playset? We do. $10.99. There's 11 left. And then 18, 1804, 1999. This is a GOAT format card. I assume you can play it in Edison too. This has always been one of my childhood favorites. I had this in every single deck. And the secret just looks pretty. Jinzo's secret. If you don't want the PSV, just pick up the Speed Duel. Again, Battle City box. It's sitting about 9-ish to, yeah, 8 with 4 shipping, 9.5 plus $1. So yeah, about $9-10. 31 listings though for a Battle City secret, kind of odd. Dust Tornado, Streets of Battle City secret, 10 listings, sitting about. How do they have 82 copies available? That ain't Gamer's Choice. Where'd this wall come from? Weird. But you can see these have been moving. Like, we've had quite a few sales in the last few days. Again, Spell and Trap Destruction is just so hard to find in GOAT format. You have your MST, you have your Heavy Storm, you have your Dust Tornado. There's only a couple other cards that you could really play for back row hate. And this is a beautiful high rarity foil print of this card. Pot of Avarice, this is one of the few pots that's seen competitive play and meta applications over the years, and it just didn't get a rarity collection print. This is tied for high rarity. Does this have an ulti? Oh, it does have an ulti. Okay, so it's tied for second highest rarity. I know this has a Joey's World secret. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Joey's World. But yeah, it's sitting about 4-ish, 5-ish. Whole playset here at $4.50. Not too awful. Midterm Destruction too, so it's one of the more recent Speed Duel releases. Don Zalug, Speed Duel Secret. This is high rarity, though a lot of people will prefer the Ultra, the Lost Art, just because of the guns. Why does he have a bandolier if he has daggers? Riddle me that. But I mean, you could come in here and get these for like a quarter or 50 cents. Like, you know, why not? Why not pick up a few copies of this? 78 listings. Insanity. Gearfree the Red Eyes Iron Knight. This card I've been seeing a little bit more on movements, not only on the Ultra, but on the Secret. I've seen quite a few turnovers of the Secret recently on whatnot. But this is a Tournament Pack 7 Ultra. And it's 4 listings. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just, again, scarcity. Fossil Dynapack Cephalo. $10. Okay, it beats LODT. I mean, you could buy like 6 of these for the copy of an LODT. But yeah, a lot of people, again, they're going to hate on the Speed Duel Insignia. They're going to hate on the, oh, it's not the original print. It's not first ed. It's not, it didn't cost me, my utility bill to purchase a copy. But core TCG has several playsets of this available at the $11 mark, so if you guys want a playset of this, you can pick them up. I prefer the Deuces. Where I can get the Deuces, I do prefer those. The commons, honestly, not too bad at sub $1. You can see we've had quite a few playsets move in the last few days. Just people coming in and picking up a cheap, accessible print of this card that they can use in their stun. Join the stun revolution, fellas. You know what it's about. Miracle Fusion Secret. So this is one that's kind of surprised me. I felt like 7 was too low on this. But this is kind of ridiculous. I feel like this is too much. Just, why spend $15 on the Secret when you can go ahead and just get an Ultra for like $4? Okay. Oh yeah, and it has the ulti, which is even higher rarity, you know, 100 and some odd dollars. DR4, just very, very, very scarce. But you can come in and pick up LCGX or Raw Yellow Mega Pack for like $2. I guess if you want the Secret Rare that badly, go ahead. Or you can pick up the Dual Power Ultra. There's options available. Baby Sarah, though, there's not many options. There's a super gold, a rare, a common. Oh yeah, the Duelist League rares. I forgot about those, honestly. Common, 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 super common, rare. Oh, that was a gold. There was a gold letter rare. I remembered the Wild Survivor rare. I did not remember the El Dorado gold letter rare. I thought it was an actual gold, but I was probably thinking of Misk. These OTS supers are very cheap, mainly because of the Speed Duel Secret. But the Speed Duel Secret, this was the top of the set there for a while, but now it's 34 listings and has been quickly surpassed by the Miracle Fusion. I wanted to end on this card, okay? Brain Crusher. If you guys want to see the artwork on that, we can go look that up real quick. It's kind of a cool card. So it's this little guy from Spirit Caller. It's one of the very cheap game promos, as a lot of the era was. But there's something a little wonky about this, okay? So we have 11 listings. It starts at $3. Why is the market price $18? Why does somebody have them listed at $3.72 plus $1.50? Why are there only 3 sellers that are selling this less than $16? I don't know about you guys, but if you guys watch the end of this video, pick these up. This just feels like free money. Like, people have picked up like $6, $4, but these were in June. If you can snag these and turn around and flip them at 3 times price, the only issue is going to be moving them. However, maybe you could work out a trade and get something of equal value, but these just seem very, very cheap in my opinion. And I don't know if that's just me, but it's $18 market price. Most of them are listed 16 plus. Why are these at $3? Just fuel for thought, get your mind rolling a little bit. That's the kind of thing that you have to look out for when you do these market analysis. You have to look at these anomalies and find where you can pick up these anomalies and make profit on them. It's not something you come across every day where a card's going to have an $18 market price, most listings at $16, and then there's going to be copies under $4. Just free 4x on your money, I guess, you know. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, I'd appreciate a like. Subscribe if you guys are new. We're quickly on our way to 200. I think we're at 170 something right now. And I want to say thank you guys for all the love and support that you guys have shown. I'm really enjoying this whole YouTube gig. And once we move into the new place here toward the tail end of July, beginning of August, I do want to start up the new seller advice video series for new sellers on Whatnot and TCG Player. So I'll be leaving a discussion post here probably in the next couple weeks on what you guys would like to see talked about. If you guys have been in this business for a while, if you guys have any tips for new sellers, go ahead and leave them on that discussion post when you see it. I'd greatly appreciate it. Or reach out to me on DMs, Discord, Whatnot. You know, you guys know where to find me. It's not too hard. Look at the link tree. We got a lot of links down there. Appreciate you guys hanging out as always. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Go drink some damn water. I'm gonna actually take a nice sip of my ice water out of my half gallon. Hope you guys have a good day. See you later.